Aquariums. Welcome back to ArcNeo Reviews, where I basically am just becoming American Ashens for today. So, yeah, my friend Shelly keeps joking about that. I think at this point it's not too much of a shock that, yes, I watch Ashens. I was very inspired to start doing what I do because of him. Even though, yes, I started out with Transformers, this place was always meant to be a little bit of a variety channel, the way that his is. So, now that I've admitted what a hack I am and how unoriginal I am, let's go all the way by looking at some cheap, horrible Dollar Tree action figures. Starting with military action figure. Okay, I know I'm supposed to have to do this on the video. Let's, figurines militaris articulis lace articulated military figurine. There we go. Yeah, it's a guy with a very worrying face and the usual bits of wall and wire. Nothing on the back other than, hey, big shock, Greenbrier. Everything is Greenbrier nowadays. It's literally turning into a funtastic situation over here, which really is not helping me with trying to have my own identity in this thing. So, what do we get? We get razor wire, which is kind of horrifying, but okay. Sandbags, which actually will stand. And we get the guy with some really, really bad paint. Some ridiculous articulation, just the molds on his arms. Got little pixelated, badly done camo. Looks like he literally just crawled through a bunch of brown paint. Very stiff legs that don't go back at all because of the flap on the back of his jacket. And, okay, the big test. Can he hold the gun? Maybe the other hand. It's becoming a little bit more like Ashen's old videos every day around here. So, yeah, he can only hold the gun in extremely stupid poses. Awesome. And I can't even get to... There we go, finally. Yeah, that's a useful way to hold your gun. Oh boy. You know what? I will at least say the gun is kind of nicely molded, even though some of his paint appears to have come off on the handle. The big everything multiple scopes gun at least looks neat. So I will see if I have another action figure who is more deserving of this and give it to that. In fact, I think I've got an old, like, G.I. Joe movie Snake Eyes figure that could use this. I'll give it to him. And yeah, we'll keep around the props. How about another one with the biggest fail face I have seen in a long time? I yes, actually, I did check, like, others of this figure at the store. They all looked like that. I didn't try to find a bad one. There were only bad ones. So we have a boat with actually, like, mounted and swinging oars, which would be a lot cooler if they had a way to go down and actually get in the water, but I mean, the fact they do that is already kind of neat. I'm going to guess that's supposed to be a spotlight or something. So, I mean, for just being a hollow lump of plastic, there's actually some points for this boat. It'd be nice if it had some paint and, you know, again, the oars could go down, but That's something. What about Mr. Sideways Face here? Oh my word! They put his eye like completely on the bridge of his nose. That is great. And because they missed half of his headset, it looks like he just has a giant growth coming out of his chin. So apparently this guy fights in, this is the guy who runs into the fallout right after they drop an atomic bomb or something and just is slowly dissolving or turning into a ghoul. I cannot get him to hold the gun at all, which is a shame because he looks like he's actually molded in a way that would a little bit make sense. Having a shotgun that's that big does not make sense, but at least his holding pose would make sense if he could actually hold it. Oh boy. That head though. Then yeah, again, same articulation, cup joints in the spots. So far they managed to not fall apart. So far. Looks like he covered himself in brown paint again. I'm going to not use the obvious poo metaphor here. Okay, last one. Let's be done with these. He looks worse than I remember. Let's get this over with. Why do these never peel easily? Okay, we have terrible dirt bike guy and like actually kind of appropriately sized gun. That's a start. What is... Oh, the molding line around his chin just makes it look like he's got this Jabba the Hutt thing going on when you look at him from the front. That is bad. Joints are incredibly stiff, barely move. Exactly the same style of crappy paint on him. And so much overpaint on the hands, I'm going to hazard a guess that the only way he can hold his gun is in the stupidest way possible. Oh boy. And yes, I know, I didn't see if, one of them could actually row the boat. We already know they can't. They can sit in it, kind of, if they're lucky. And they look ridiculous. And there's really no way that none of them are going to ride the terrible solid green dirt bike here. I give it props that it actually, has working wheels and the handlebars turn even if there's no point to it because the front wheel is molded in place. Also, it is completely hollow and I'm pretty sure... Oh, fold out kickstand. Cute. I'm still pretty sure if I even thought about trying, I could crush that with my thoughts. So, okay, yeah, these guys have all been absolutely terrible. And, heck, 4th of July, I might have a little bit of fun and reenact a scene from Toy Story with them. If I do, I'll try to get it on camera. We'll see. But for something else, just to really, really complete the Ashen's transformation here, we'll look at some Make It Block Defenders. Yes, I've actually got 5 packs of horrible fake Lego action figures here. We'll go through, knock them out pretty quick here. Don't care about the packaging. Okay, these are... come to think of it, I think that Ashens has looked at this exact set, which is really disconcerting, because he hasn't looked at stuff like this in a long time. So somehow, years later, this crap has resurfaced, and now they're selling it to us in America. I feel like that's some kind of war crime or something, but I don't know. Doesn't that violate a convention or something? Is that a separate piece in his head or not? Either way, this is the strangest combination of Spider-Man and Iron Fist I have seen in a long time. At least I think it's Iron Fist I'm thinking of. Just that hand. Like, I know they're trying to copy the whole kind of genericness of the Lego figure hands, but somehow this is, like, even worse and more horrifying. Completely hollow back of the legs. Looks terrible. Sits okay. I'm not going to bother getting these other ones out at this point. We have the white one, the red and blue angry one, with really, really terrible looking hair. We have very obviously Iceman. And we have that. I think that's the exact same helmet off of some of the tiny fake Lego I looked at a long time ago. They did that too. Yeah, that's become one piece now. So, hooray! That out of here. And so for the next one, we'll take a look at the Galactic Battles, which has just a dude in it. And okay, yep. We're at least going to be getting these out this much to appreciate the horror. That is quite horrifying, whatever's going on with this blue alien. I know they all have the same, like, weird shaped chests, but on this one, it's just... ugh. It's somehow more horrifying on that one. We have an astronaut. Oh, said a guy. No, he's an astronaut. That one's a guy. Another astronaut, and a less horrific looking alien. Now, let's find out if the two helmet guys here actually have faces under the helmets, or if we can even get the helmets off. I guess first question. Okay, yes, the visors do move like Lego. There's a face in there. Probably going to be just kind of a generic smiley guy, but oh dear. Like, the eyes aren't that horrible, even though they missed, but the mouth. I don't know, maybe he just got done filming a Got Milk commercial, and that caused his face to smear. Okay, put your helmet back on. We will never speak of this again. And what about this guy? Come on. That's just Gordon Freeman, isn't it? That's Gordon Freeman. Tell me I'm wrong. Okay, that was... I'm not sure how to process that. I was not expecting Gordon Freeman. How about we look at the Dino World set next? Which is full of, like, a couple obvious Jurassic Park characters / Jurassic World, I'm guessing. That's supposed to be Bryce Dallas's character? Oh boy. Your guess is as good as mine who these are supposed to be, as my neighbors are oddly loud for some reason right now outside. Yes, I'm recording earlier than I normally do, and this will teach me for doing that. So, I'm guessing that's Timmy. That's Jurassic World I'm Friends with Blue guy. Which, yeah, I got nothing, and we're gonna take a break here while I wait for the neighbors to be quiet. Okay, so I believe our stairwell temper tantrum has ended. So why don't we go ahead and look at a Galactic Battles 2-pack. And yes, Galactic Battles. Same name as this one. Only this one is Block Tech instead of Make It Blocks. And apparently these do seem to be different, because these are Greenbrier, these are graphics by RMS. So I don't know. These ones at least have names, though. We have Astro, the fighter pilot, and Gorglon, the alien fighter pilot. And yes, Astro really does have that Larry the Cucumber face going on. Alright, we'll get them out. We'll look at them for a second. Despite being a different company, supposedly, they are absolutely identical. That's even the same helmet that was on the other guy. Same articulation, same barely staying together arms. In fact, actually, there's no way to really convey this across the camera, but these guys feel ever so slightly cheaper and worse. Like, this leg is practically just freely flopping around. And as you can also see there, some really great flashing on top of the helmet. And the alien, they missed the eyes partway. Let's see, is there anything under his helmet? Oh dear Lord. That is, I don't think even his mother could love that face. That's pretty terrifying. We will put that helmet back on. And somehow this last 2-pack, it is easily the worst. It is the Mountain Rescue 2-pack. I'm not even gonna... We're gonna keep this one hidden for a bit. So we start with Monica, who I'm assuming is the character that is supposed to be getting rescued from the mountain. Again, that weird, like, generic chest mold they give them all is... it's quite horrifying on a woman, or girl, action figure, whatever. Once again, paint has completely missed. Like, on all fronts it is missed. Everything is to the side. Her lips are more to the side. They just did a really, really impressively terrible job. Impressively. But, no. The real joy here is Jack, the snow specialist. Oh boy, my internet career is going to be destroyed just for looking at this thing. I am going to put this in front of the camera, say nothing, and just let you enjoy it.